Hello, this is Prime Scalador here back with another video, and today we are on the Epics Only account, or more correctly known as the Absolutely No Legos and Absolutely No Mythicals account. And here we are, we have unlocked the new player rewards 2, along with Michelangelo Chase, which we won't be using Mikey because of the rules, but, he's enjoying the vault for the time being. As for today's video, well, we are going to be looking at kind of where we're at. We're roughly, I think it's about a week and a half into this and kind of seeing where we've gotten. Starting out with the market, nothing really too helpful here, but we have our daily quests that we will be completing to get shards and rewards, whatnot, picking up a handful of shards to be helpful. And seeing with these apprentice pass, as you can see, we are on our very last one. It'll get us 2 4-star chickens, which will be very helpful in progressing the account. So to kind of look through it, we ended up joining Brood of Bathrazug, thanks to a clanmate, Badwell 320. He invited me to the clan, and we are really happy to be here. It's been good. Because of that, well, we have actually been able to start the clan boss. And right off the bat, we have been doing really well. We're able to 1 key easy, not quite able to 1 key normal, but the team we're running right now, we'll kind of go through what we have with our roster in a moment. But we've got Deacon running in the lead with Tagore, Kale. We've got, I believe it's, Alika. And we've got Mordecai running quick battle. Give it a second to load. And it comes out, 2.29 million. That is a new high. This is the highest we've gotten so far. We will take that. Now, running on to normal. This does take a bit of a moment, and as we're kind of running through, we'll kind of go over a little bit of how this account's been going. So far, we have gotten, ironically, lucky and have not pulled any legendaries. When it comes to the shards, while it is important to save shards and use them in correct times, we do have to take a little bit of a different approach in regards to this account. Things like fusions with legendaries aren't very useful to us because of the fact that we can't use those legendaries. And so we're using that time to get different rewards, or in the case of what we're doing with this current fusion, we're actually aiming to try to get both the epic and a copy of the rare. This will give us basically, for less work, 2 useful champions who are going to greatly help our account until we're able to progress. Bless me. And as such, as you can kind of see with the clan boss team here, got Deacon giving us some speed and some decreased defense. Mordecai puts out a burn and turn meter. You have Kale pumping out the majority of the damage with his poisons. Alika is built for the arena and has just damage through crit rate. And then Tagore does healing, speed up, shields, and whatnot. As you can see, we're only 9 turns into the boss, and we're already at almost 1 million damage, which is really good. The nice thing about this run is it is a very short run. It's at max like maybe 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. With it, the one who has the best chance of staying alive is probably either Tagore because he's the tankiest, or Kale because he's in lifesteal. And of course, he is down. Affinity also does have an effect on it. As you can see, 1.3, that'll get us... Oh, looks like it is glitching out. There we go. Gets us the Adept chest, which we will take. Pick up some free rewards, because the more that we get, the better. And collect those rewards, because, hey, we can always use those sort of things. Now, looking at our roster, we have Kale, we got to 5-star level 50. Did the same with Tagore because we were needing to get through campaign. We have Mordecai, we have Alika, and I'm actually really proud of this. We got her crit capped. And she actually, despite being really low on what I would like with the stats, she is able to pump out quite a bit of damage, and we are liking that. We have Deacon, we have Ugo, who we need to build, and we recently got Mausoleum Mage. We also picked up a Crypt Witch, which, torn on. As an epic, she is not a really good epic. She does have the ability of her A1 ignores shield and block damage, which will be helpful. A2's decrease defense with a 3-time hitter. And her A3 ignores 50% of the target's defense if this champion has a higher speed than them. So, I mean, we'll take her. As you can see, we have 4 of the Glade Wolves. We've also picked up a handful of different rare, uncommon, and common champions as well. None too big to really focus on. I mean, Eris will be helpful with potentially either a clan boss or giving us some increased speed. And then Shield Guard is actually going to be nice because of this A2. It drops down to a 2-turn cooldown. Attacks all enemies, fills his turn meter by 20% for each critical hit, which, if being a defense champion, if you're able to crit cap him, and that not only can he actually hit really hard for an uncommon champion, but if you're hitting 5 enemies, 20% boost, you gain an extra turn, you immediately A1, and then it's your turn again, and you're back to this A2, which is phenomenal. So with that, we've got a handful of champions. The roster is growing. Speaking of roster, we are actually going to do something that normally I would not do. In regards to the shards, when I start a count, I usually pull all my shards as I'm getting them for the first, week or two, just so I can get champions on my roster. The more champions you have, the more options you have. From there, you'll start to save and whatnot. We do have a Sacred Shard, and ironically, there is a 2 times for legendaries, and we do not want to pull during that time. Currently, there's only a 6% chance for a legendary, and for this actual challenge, it would be worse if we pulled during a 2 times. So as such, with our first Sacred Shard, we are going to hope, and I can't believe I'm saying this, we are going to hope that we do not get a legendary. Here we go. Give me something good. Give me a Geomancer. It's an epic. Hey, we'll take it. And it's an Arndulf. Alrighty. Attacks one enemy. Has a 20 books to 30% chance of placing Provoke for 1 turn. Okay, gives us an okay Provoker. Attacks all enemies. Books up to 100% chance of placing Weaken. Okay, we'll take Weaken. And has a 50% chance of putting a Fear. Okay, some crowd control stuff. And then puts reflect damage on all allies for 2 turns and a counterattack on him for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. He'll be useful in Clan Boss. We'll take him for that. It'll give us Weaken to go with our decreased defense. The Provoke, when we get into like Hydra or Doom Tower, could be a little bit helpful. Same with Waves with that Fear. Overall, not a bad champion. We will find a use for him. Believe it or not. Either here, we've got Spider Tournament coming in tomorrow, the Ice Golem Tournament. We've got Gear Hunters, Gear Enhancement, and then Champion Training. So we've got plenty of different options for us to get our 5th one of these. We'll end up trying to fuse 4 of them together to get a hold of Hilda. She'll give us a 3-hitter. Each hit ignoring 10% of the target's defense. Each crit has a books up to 100% chance of stealing a random buff from the target, which will be very helpful. A2 is a double hit. Damage inflicted by the skill increases by 10% for each debuff on them. And books up to 100% chance of a heal reduction. And then A3 attacks all enemies. boosts her up with increased attack, and then has a 40 books to 60% chance of stunning. And then passive, which is allies deal more damage to targets under heal reduction or stun. Honestly, she'll be great for helping us through the Fire Knight, which is going to be a hard boss for us, considering we won't be able to use any legendaries who would normally be helpful for it. But hey, things are looking good. So we have that. In regards to Arena, we drop down to Arena 2, it looks like, over the weekend. But, I mean, as you can kind of see here, we're able to run things on auto. Lika's phenomenal. I should have shown this earlier. Alika, her A3 books up to 100% chance of increasing the cooldowns of all enemies by 2 turns. And so this is going to help us in Arena, because it's going to give us a chance to not only do damage, but lock out enemies if we can go first. And with, Deacon as a speed lead for now, with that 19% aura, it's going to be phenomenal for helping us. As you can see, kind of just goes in, she hits, puts them on cooldown, Kayle comes in and nukes. Got Tagore there to help, and we are just kicking butt. It is phenomenal. And honestly, looking at how this whole challenge was going to go, it's honestly gone better than I thought it would go at the beginning. Not being able to use like the promo codes that normally one would use for these sort of new experiences, or not being able to use Michelangelo. Apologies, man. Allergies are killing me. But not being able to use these champions, I was a little bit worried about how progression was going to be. But honestly, we've been able to progress surprisingly well with it. And honestly, has been really good. Since we finished this one up, I'll be able to show you. We've been completing a handful of different goals and whatnot, so we'll save that for an arena push later. And going through, doing our different things. We unlocked the Forge, which was phenomenal. We were able to get some rather decent gear. Let's see if I can find it. It's all the way down here. Able to get some good resilience and perception gear, which when that artifact enhancement comes by, we'll start rolling it up to kind of see if we got anything good. In regards to campaign, we made it all the way to hard. Not hard, brutal. We beat hard, as you can see. We also beat normal. Next step is going to be brutal, which we'll get by taking Kayle to 6 stars. That's our next goal. Looks like the clan's been active. In regards to the different potion keeps, we got up to, I think it was about level 7 roughly on all of them. Haven't pushed much Minotaur, Ice Golem, and Dungeon or Spider or Fire Knights, but we have pushed Dragon. Dragon we got up to doing 9 as a really solid run, and 10 we're able to run. We were occasionally failing, so for the Dragon tournament I was running stage 9 just to guarantee. But we've honestly made it really good. We're close to getting that 6-star gear there. And then from there, we just kind of have to push through these other groups and try to beat it. Faction wars have been a little bit hard because, we don't have a lot. We're only doing, a handful of the first couple of levels because, if you look at it, not much you can do when you have maybe 1 and 2-star champions and maybe one good champion as well. Like, we go into Banner Lords, and we have 3 options because we're not allowed to use Mikey. But overall, it's been really good. Can't complain. It's been fun. Been going through, unlocking a handful of things. We unlocked our first relic. We got 2 relics. We got one of the discovery ones through just a bunch of the events and whatnot, earning it. crafted it. We got ourselves Exuzar's Totem and an Unholy Grail, and we'll kind of see where we want to stick that, who we want to stick it on, and go from there. But yeah, in regards to how things are going with the account, they're going really well. We're going to make it, we'll kind of go through as we're kind of leveling up the champions. I'll start making videos on each of the different dungeons and the teams I'm using with these early game stuff. But yeah, as always, if you have any questions or any comments, if you're enjoying this, please leave them down below. I appreciate the interactions. And if you find yourself enjoying it, or you're interested in seeing how this goes, I would love it if you could take a moment, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It lets me know that this is something that people are enjoying and wanting to see more of. It helps me get motivated to put out those videos and try to be a little bit more consistent. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on raiding.